boy should have took a shot before we came on here, man.
No, right. You know, I still got some tequila left from last night.
This is gonna be the hard intro.
I knew he was gonna walk into a shot.
I can't lie. He is a beast.
Did he quit?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, he said yes.
Yes.
God
Yes.
damn.
Ryan Garcia, Scotland report super easy. Very tall, very good looking, very charismatic. His top qualities don't have to deal with boxing. Yeah, I actually picked Barrios to pull out an upset until I saw a film of him getting hurt to the body. I see this fight being the same way. Tank, if Tank can get close, in some way hurt Ryan to the body or one of those looping shots, it's lights out.
Okay, let's get into it. Welcome back to another episode of Chin Checkers. Y'all already know who it is. Hawk Von Dane. Let's get that work. And we got a special guest in the building, John Tafar. What up, baby?
Yes, sir, man. Thank you guys for having me on, man. I mean, as you guys can tell, last night was crazy. I lost my voice. I'm here, man. And thanks for having me again.
Hey, thanks for joining us. And let me get this straight off the bat. Did he quit?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, he said yes.
Yes.
God
Yes.
damn.
Yes. He did. He did.
Let's hear it.
I mean, overall, the fight, I think Ryan was trying to make it more exciting. I think if he would have just played it more safe and made it a boring fight, he could have possibly won 12 rounds and couldn't have won on points because he was getting some good shots. You know, Tank he's a beast though. I can't lie. He is a beast. He caught him with a nice uppercut, dropped him, but you know, respect to Ryan, he actually got up right away.
Yeah, he handled it.
He handled it very well. And yes, Ryan did quit, man, because he was just waiting for the ref to count him out.
Yeah, you know, that's kind of what it looked like to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you stand up right after 10 and just walk away, it looks like a quit. Like, it's not like he stayed down there for a couple of extra seconds. Right after the 10 count, he was just like, all right, time to stand up. That shit looked wild to me. But the first knockdown, though, I seen it a mile away. Me and Hawk was watching it. I'm like, yo, he's about to walk right into a punch.
Yo, you said that shit so perfectly timed. I was like, yo, I don't like Tank's body language. He's like, nah, he baiting him in. I'm like, yo, he just looked nervous. And then, I was like, oh, shit, it happened, right? What you saying? It was crazy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's usually, that's what Tank does, man. He's a good counter puncher. And he uses his height to his advantage where he makes you be the aggressor and then you walk into a shot. Tank is a good counter puncher, so you have to be careful. And he got great power, as you can see. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be smart and tactical when you fight Tank. And Ryan Garcia, once I seen him fighting with so much emotion and so much aggression, I knew he was going to walk into a shot. I knew it.
Yeah, man.
And then from then on there, he just got gunshot. He got
I don't know.
gunshot.
I don't know if there's been anyone more critical of Tank than me. I shit on him more than anyone, and it's just because of his physical limitations, not what he does in the ring. He's got great ring IQ. He's got super explosiveness. And my thing is he just got hit a lot. He just gets hit. One thing that I noticed very apparently, once the fight started, the skill levels were not nowhere near close. In terms of just technique and skills, and before the fight started, I kept telling you, Work, I hate his trainer. I'm sure him and Dan Gooser were sitting around combing each other's hair rather than preparing on technique. Bro, why was he so wild? And he always wins shots, but like John said, if he would have just made it a tad bit boring, throw straight punches and bring them back. And I just felt, one, his game plan was wrong, but it showed his technique was awful. He is super talented physically, but in terms of skill, he's super limited. But Ryan Garcia would never be the same after last night. Never.
Really? I mean, the man said he's moving up to 140.
Yeah.
That could be interesting. You know what I'm saying? So I he's young. He's still got a lot of career ahead. He's very young. Got a lot of career ahead of him. He's moving to 140. He says, I don't think this hurts him too much because I feel like, people give him credit, for getting in there with Tank because he was one of the four kings. But again, I always say it's how you lose. And people are going to be critical about how he lost. About how he lost.
That's a huge.
And I think that the weight too played a major factor. The weight definitely played a major factor because he actually admitted it after the fight. He was like, "Yeah, I wasn't really 100% on my body."
Are we just gonna completely ignore the TikTok hook that he was doing? He was throwing himself so out of position. He looked very similar to Rolly. You were saying it while we watching it. Yo, he's setting him up. He's gonna fall right into it like what he did with Rolly. And he did. I think maybe he got a little too excited because he was throwing punches and getting so put out of position. His body was completely turned. He was like this and just leaving his body open for Tank to capitalize off of him. Now, against subpar competition, I think he's still going to be great because he's physically gifted fighter. But against elite competition, he'll never be the same. He quit, and he has he's came out and spoke about mental stuff, and I don't want to knock him. So I want to give him his flowers. Thank you for making that fight happen because boxing needed this. Boxing needed two guys. To me, the fight didn't deliver an excitement. He got washed. He only won the first round.
Right.
Guys, boxing needed this shit. Boxing needed this life, regardless of the outcome of it. It needed two young guys to get in there, pay-per-view prime fighters, man. So I don't want to harp too much on him. I don't want to bash him, so I'm gonna cut it short, man.
Well, I mean, like I said, man, he's young. He's only 24, so he has time to develop some skills and to sharpen up and to fix some stuff. Basically, he does. He has the time to do it.
Yeah, he could go and be like he could go and be in the new Fast 12 or something.
Oh damn!
Oh man, this guy is crazy.
But moving on, John, let me get your take on Tank. What do you think he does? What do you think he should do? Should he stay at 135 or should he move up? Because I'm already thinking, unless he's going to take on Haney, move up and make some money fights.
Yeah, I mean, I think I agree with you because I mean, people always, and I mean, I'm one of them people too, though. Like, he lacks a lot of good opponents in his resume. I mean, obviously, with Ryan Garcia is definitely one he could definitely have as a great resume. But I think, he has to go for the belts, though, man. You got to go for the belts. You can't be the face of boxing and you got no belts. Like, that just doesn't add up to me. It doesn't add up to me. Like, you got to go for the belts, bro. You have to. Going to 140, man, I would love to see Tank fight Teal. I would love to see that fight. That fight would be sick. I would love to see that.
Same thing at the unification bout. Everyone's skipping the line right now because we've been craving mega fights. We've been craving these fights. So with Josh Taylor and Teal fighting, that's explosive. And I know you were a little upset at work for him skipping the line, but Regis had his shot and came up short against Taylor. Catterall got robbed, but I think Tank should show up to the ring, take a clip out of Mr. T's Rocky 3, get in the ring, fight the winner of the unification bout. Mega fight for the summer. Have it in the Garden.
Yeah, I think, but it got to be, I don't know, because I think Haney, man, he's getting bigger. He's getting bigger. I don't think he could really last 135.
Well, if Tank stayed at 135, taking on Devin Haney would be a big challenge because Devin Haney is skill-wise, he's up there.
Yeah, he is.
Skill-wise, he's up there. So that'll be a big challenge. I want to see him go to 140 just because I want to see him beat this bum Josh Taylor, because Josh Taylor's a bum to me. So I want to see this bum get his ass whooped. So, you know, I don't know if T's gonna get the job done, but if he doesn't, I would definitely want to see Tank go out there and fight Josh Taylor.
Shout out to Saquon Barkley. I love Saquon. Saquon came out with a tweet saying that he would love to see Tank versus Shakur.
I think Shakur needs a couple of more fights though, in order for him to get in the ring with Tank though. He needs a couple of more fights, especially on that weight division.
See,
up in the ring with Tank like that.
You know,
I don't think so.
As boxing purists, all of us here, we mostly side with the boxer 90% of the times, but Tank is the anomaly where he has the power, not just power, but he has the skill. So it's just like if he connects, which most likely he is going to connect, is if you could stand up to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? When it came to like Tyson Fury and Wilder, it's like one person had most of the skill, one person had the power.
Right.
And it's just like, but you're still going to go with the person with the skill. In Tank's case, he has the power and the skill. So honestly, now when I'm looking at him fighting Devin Haney, I think Devin Haney has the edge, but if he cracks Devin Haney, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
The thing that I'm a Haney fan. He won me over. I'm a Haney fan. He got me. And it's because of the skill level. The skill level plus the heart. I don't think Tank wants either part of those guys because it's so high risk, low reward versus Shakur, Haney, or Loma. I think Loma he may have the best chance with because he's a little on the older side rather than the two young boys. I think the way they handle Tank's career, he's gonna avoid those guys at all costs. And I'm not saying that Tank's scared of him because obviously Tank's not scared of no one, but I think that the reward for him fighting those guys, let's not make it seem like this wasn't the hardest tug of war to get these guys in the ring with each other. Ryan's been calling him out forever. He had to take every stipulation that came along. It was almost like Benavidez with Caleb Plant. Whatever your demands are, I'm going with your demands just to make the fight happen. Now, Tank won, but high risk, low reward. I can only see him moving up, man. I don't think he could beat either guy.
I'm gonna have to go against you on that, bro.
Oh shit! Shit!
Nah, man.
Uh-oh.
Nah. And the reason why I say that is because we don't do it here too much. But just like John said a little bit, kind of criticize his resume a little bit. Having Lomachenko on his resume makes your resume look better. Having Haney on your resume makes your resume look better. Plus, Haney got all the belts, so that is high reward. And Shakur, that's a good name to have on your resume. So honestly, those are big names just in general, just to have on your resume. The best one would
they're big names, boxing world. Those two guys aren't really blockbuster sells. You know what I mean?
Hey, their name, man. Their name, they solidify your legacy. They solidify your legacy.
I agree with that, definitely. Yeah. Because you got undefeated fighters, man. These guys are champions and they're undefeated. They might not have that big name like that, but still, though, you know, these guys are legit. These guys are elite fighters.
Oh, no, I'm not saying they're not elite. I love both fighters. Well, I actually don't love Shakur. I like him. I'm not, I'm more of a Haney fan.
Yeah.
I think he comes across a little boring to me, but
Yeah.
The reason I say that is because when you look at Devin Haney, he empties everything. Shakur, not so much. He kind of is in that Floyd Money Mayweather style where he only's going to throw 3 punches at you. And if those 3 punches don't work, he's going to play defense. That's it. It's a little annoying. Am I lying?
Oh, man.
Yeah, he makes the punches count. He makes the punches count. He do that, at least.
Oh, man.
The funny thing is I would think I would like Tank more, but I just can't get over how small he is. But he's 5. I'm short. he is tiny, and the fact that no one knows how to deal with his size blows my fucking mind. Like,
again, but like you stated last time, he's a little guy, so he knows how to fight guys bigger than him. He's been doing it all his life.
Yeah, that's true.
And when you had somebody who was his size, Bruce, he kind of had a little problem with.
Yo, that's a great point. That is a great point there. I was just thinking about that right now.
Yeah.
So maybe like even with a Loma, because they both small.
yeah.
I wonder how that could league. But I mean, obviously Loma gotta, be Haney though, in order to get that fight with Tank.
Loma gives anyone problems just because how technical superior his footwork is, his hands, his head movement, everything. It's hard to look good against guys that are technically perfect like that.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, while Tank is good, technically great too. He's very hittable because of his size, which blows my fucking mind that no one knows how to deal with, like you said, almost fighting boring. He baits you in, and these guys, everyone falls apart under his pressure, man. I'm curious to see how he deals with moving up to 140, because there's not anyone at 140 that I could look at and go, they're a superior technician like Haney or the one guy I think Josh Taylor might be a little too rugged for him.
Well, I mean, I guess, we'll see what happens, see what he do with his career. I want to ask though, do you agree with his sentiment? Is he now the face of boxing? Do you feel like he took over Canelo's spot?
No way. No way. Bro, you got no belts, man. How you mean like, that doesn't, again, like I said, it doesn't add up. I mean, yes, you attract a lot of people. You sell a lot of arenas. You're a big name, but not the face of boxing. You can't. That's just like disrespect to all the other boxers that are really champions and are really fighting people at their level as well.
You know what? Fuck that. He is the face of boxing. Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford need to follow suit and do what fucking these guys have done. And you know what sucks? The event itself, the build up, it was incredible. But I thought it was going to be fight of the year. It wasn't. It was a wash. It's a little annoying because we're waiting for Terrence Crawford and fucking Errol Spence, and I just feel like by the time it comes around, no one cares. It's going to be like the Floyd and Manny Pacquiao.
Right.
I'm gonna have to agree with Hawk. Maybe not in the same exact way, but I do agree with Hawk. I think he is the face of boxing now, or taking over that position. Because honestly, let me ask you now: who do you know who Canelo's fighting? And if you know, are you interested in that fight right now?
Was that tune-up fight? I call it a tune-up fight. What is it? Ryder, something like that.
Ryder or something like that. Just by the fact that you said it like that, that is not the face of boxing. That's not what you. That's what I'm saying. Like that's not how you're supposed to be. If you're the face of boxing, you're not supposed to. Yeah, Ryder, something like that.
Yo, especially he came out and said Floyd is cherry picking, then to go off and do the same shit. It's like, yo, the divisions are loaded. We got Charlo, we got Benavidez, we got Boo Boo, we got fucking Morale, we got so many fighters. What the fuck? And it was my criticism back with Floyd, Roddy, De La Hoya. It was just so many fighters. You don't have to cherry pick the bullshit. So yeah, Tank may not have the fucking belts, but shit, man, if he comes out and delivers another big name, big event, summertime, I think that's it, man. He takes the cake.
Yeah, man. I like Canelo. It's just I'm not always a fan of what he does and how he moves in his career. You know, if you're gonna claim yourself to be the face of boxing, I feel like you should just move a little better. And Bivol offered for the rematch, and he said, I will fight him at his weight class. He said, I'll come down to your weight class to fight you. I want to fight you for the belts. That's fair. I won the first one. Now you know what I'm saying? Now I want to fight for the belts. I'll drop down. I'll lose the weight. I'll come down to your weight class. Let's go. If that fight doesn't happen, then it's really on Canelo. Because Canelo, he's the A side. He can make it happen.
Bro, there's no reason for them to fight again. He whipped his ass. He whipped his ass. There's no reason for them to
fight. He's outboxed him. He's just outboxed him. Which is good for Canelo.
You talked about John, you was like the weight clause. So now you want him to come in. You want Bivol, who's already bigger than him, already outboxed him, to come down at a lighter weight and fuck him up again. No rehydration clause. Nah.
Oh man.
That again, man.
I want to like to see that fight though. Honestly, I think Canelo shouldn't even go for a rematch. You just go again though. The fight I want to see with Canelo's Benavidez. That's the fight I want to see in that division.
Right.
Because that's going to be an explosive fight. Because Benavidez is going to bring it to him.
Bro, even if it ain't Benavidez, what if he fights Charlo? That's another explosive fight. It's boxing is somewhat entertainment too. We need a story. They need to sell us on something.
Absolutely.
What are you gonna sell me on if Canelo always has trouble with boxers? What are you gonna sell me on him getting back in there with Bivol?
Yeah.
Take some juice this time, yo.
Damn.
Maybe make the fight a little even, but just saying.
Yeah, man. Again, I'm not excited to see this fight with Ryder. He could have picked somebody else, but
the tuna fight, man.
He could have made a better choice. He could have picked a better choice, but I mean, it is what it is. We want to see Canelo and Benavidez. Hopefully, we get that. If not, hopefully a Bivol rematch at 168, so there's no excuses. Charlo's most likely not going to happen. Boo Boo's not going to happen. But after Ryder, I hope Canelo actually gives the fans something that we want to see.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Canelo got to do something because he is going to be in decline very soon, though. He is catching up in age. And I think he got to definitely leave with a bang, though, before he declines.
Yeah.
So in boxing, unless you're a super defensive fighter and you rarely taking a beating, you only got but so many punches. You only got so many training camps. You only got so many hits to the head. You got to strike while the iron's hot. So I want to give a super thank you to Ryan Garcia, regardless of what happened, regardless of the performance, for putting it out there. And hopefully it puts more pressure on the younger guys because you only get a certain amount of time to make that big money. And I hope everyone supported the fight, because we got to reward them for doing what we talk about. Be great. Go out there and fight each other. Win, lose, draw. You know what I mean? So super shout out to Ryan Garcia, even in the losing battle. And fucking shout out to Tank for me always shitting on you. He don't give a fuck what I think. This motherfucker always shuts me the fuck up. Always.
I think he said a lot of people, man.
Yeah. Excited to see what he does. Man.
I won money though. I bet on him. I knew he was gonna win. I felt he was gonna win. I won money. I
lost money.
Wait, what did you bet, John?
He's going for the underdog, man. Trying to make some
got
money.
you. That's how you, like you said, right? That's how you get that result. That big return.
Hey, you did straight decision, knockout. What did you bet, or just Ryan?
Yes, Ryan winning the fight.
Oh,
that's it.
Oh, come on, John. Come on, man. You don't watch the show? Come on, man. I'm up, baby. You gotta.
Yo, I was pulling through, but you know what is crazy though? I did make the bet though before I found out about the clauses. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if I would have known after, then I would have been kind of skeptical and not, be a little bit hesitant of actually making that bet. Because I had no idea about it until, they said it. I'm like, oh, shoot. This is going to be a little bit tough right now. So, but hey, it is what it is.
I think I need to have a fucking segment on this show. That's what we're gonna do on the money, on the money, and fucking. This is exact predictions on what happened because not only did I win, I bet the knockout and the round. I got lucky though. I put 7 to 12 rounds knockout, and most of the time, like if you boxing knows, like if you look at the odds, the one that gives you the least amount of return is usually the one that's going to happen the most times. So you got to figure out a way to get that.
It gets tricky though. You're right though. Because my boy, he actually won $2,000 with the Zhang fight from last weekend with Joyce, and he predicted it KO.
Wow. Yeah, that's harder.
Yeah.
Where he get it on the exact round, right?
I think it was under I believe it was under 8 or under 10 rounds, something like that. With $100, he won $2,000.
Hey, that's how you do it, man. That's how you do it, man. I mean, honestly, I would have lost money because I would have went with Joe Joyce.
Yeah.
He was a younger guy. He was supposed to be sort of the more skilled guy. I thought he was gonna pull through, and then after the second round, I was just like, "Oh, it's over." Like, if it continues like this, it's over for him, and it did. So
he's definitely not the more skilled guy. He fucking is a big statue. The funny shit is that's almost like what Ryan Garcia looked like, Looked like the mummy out there.
Nah, he got gunshot after that first knockdown, and yeah.
But before we get out of here, let me throw you an alley-oop, man.
Yeah.
What do you think Ryan should do? Who should he go with? What's his next move?
Well, first of all, I'm gonna agree with you on one point. Even though I like this motherfucker, I don't got no issue with him. He should switch to a better trainer. That's one thing. He needs a better trainer. Moving up to
you cannot hire your stylist to be in your corner. You can't do it, man. He's bedazzled in the corner. What is he doing? Come on, no.
Oh my God.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Oh man.
He should go to 140. And there are fights to be made at 140. There's some guys with big names and then some guys with mediocre names that he can take on that I think he can, he can capitalize on.
What do you think, John?
I agree. I mean, yes, he definitely has to move up. He can't be at 135 anymore. The dude's getting bigger and bigger. And he definitely, I think he'll be back though. Like he's definitely gonna, get a good name, win a couple of fights, and we'll see from there though. But trust me, the 140 division, mark my words, Tio's gonna take over that.
He needs a new trainer too. What is wrong with people? Yo, what? Yo, I can't.
He better win. Tio better fucking win. Man, better win.
You know what my thing is? Sometimes people grow accustomed to feeling comfortable, and I think that's what happens. A lot of times, I hear this so often. I want to be comfortable. I like my environment. Sometimes you gotta say fuck all that, be harsh, and look at the truth of what it is. One guy that I fucking love. Shout out to the Hall of Fame. And I'm not sure if he's a Hall of Fame trainer. Buddy McGirt. Buddy McGirt added years to Arturo Gotti's fighting career. He adjusted him from a blood and guts warrior to adjusting and becoming a boxer. Now, he's not going to ever be Floyd Mayweather. That's why he got smoked by Floyd. But at least he gave him years to his fighting life. Someone has to get in Ryan's corner and stop making TikTok videos throwing awful hooks. It doesn't work against elite fighters.
Man,
I think he either needs to go with Buddy McGirt or or the other guy on ESPN that just starts yelling.
Teddy Atlas.
Yeah. Is there anyone worse than Teddy? You be watching this podcast and he puts you to sleep. You know, what Ryan was doing is he was setting him up with the thing and then out of nowhere, he hit him. I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
He definitely talks like that.
Man.
Oh shit. Nah. They both got a great career ahead of them. They both young, so shout out to both fighters. They'll be all right.
Dang, you know, and Garcia's not really like he's 24, right?
24, young brother.
He's not even fully developed as a man yet, because usually at 26, 27 is when your full body develops.
Right.
So he's not even like a full grown man yet.
Oh man, he's got a lot of amateur fights under his belt though. It's not like that's the same thing with like Blaranga. These guys have extensive long careers, bro. I just don't understand the adjustment, you know?
Oh, yo, shit, before we get out of here, yo, would y'all want to see, and I don't say this like I want to see it, do you all want to see Canelo versus Berlanga? No, right? Might happen. It might happen.
They're talking about it?
It might happen.
Yo, if that fight happens, I'm gonna make so much money because I'm betting the house on the knockout. Canelo is gonna knock him out immediately. You know what he's gonna do? He's gonna do what he did to James Kirkland and end his career, and he'll never get back in the ring.
Oh shit!
Knockout. Yeah, that was a crazy KO.
I'm not sure if anyone ever saw James Kirkland again, man. Is he alive?
Yeah, he was talking so much shit, man, before the fight about he's gonna fucking knock out Canelo, and look what happened to him.
Yeah,
crazy.
We want to thank everyone. My fault. We're about to get out of here. Yo, John, we appreciate you coming on.
I appreciate you, brothers, man. I love you guys, and keep doing your thing, man. You always got my support, brothers.
Also, but everyone, go and subscribe to Dinner at the Round Table podcast on YouTube. Yes, John Duvall hosts. We got an interview up there. It's pretty fucking epic. I dropped my whole cup on my pants. You need to check it out.
Oh, geez.
Yo, everyone, thanks for showing up, man. Later.